Philadelphia, home to one of the NBA's most historic teams, the 76ers. Here are the players arriving earlier, ready for action. Thanks everyone for joining 2K Sports for this Wednesday evening presentation of the NBA. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at the Grizzlies, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
You know, for Philadelphia, they've begun this year playing with some real fire, and it's produced some top-notch basketball, doing better than many expected.
Now let's check out the starters for the Detroit Pistons. Down low, it's going to be Harris and Duren. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt, and it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. And for Philadelphia, Paul George out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Maxey, then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. And both backcourts in this one stand cream of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. The Pistons have had quite a few high lottery picks of late, Stan. However, they haven't had much success yet.
Well, Brian, you know, sometimes it takes a lot of time. Some teams will come together quicker. Some players and some teams need more time to develop. Detroit's just got to keep adding to what they have and continuing to develop the players that are already in their system.
And a great fan base in Detroit, starving for victories. George passes to Embiid. And we're going to have a jump ball. And Philadelphia has possession. 6 to shoot. And that one hits the back iron. Up top, Thompson. Pass to Ivy. Duren against Maxey. Tries again. Duren with the bucket.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Cunningham against Maxey. Kicks it to George. Shoots over Thompson. George's shot is good.
With how good PG-13's jumper is, that is an easy make.
Ivy outside. Pass to Thompson. Here's Duren. Embiid with a steal. In transition, here they come. The kick out to Maxey. Embiid, a screen on Cunningham. Maxey passes to Embiid. 3 on 3. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Yeah, that's good work by Thompson to get ahead of the pack and finish the break.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He's off on the first. And he's good on the second.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
Now here's Ivy. In the game against Miami, very impressive. Grimes' shot is off. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Harris passes to Cunningham. And it's blocked by Embiid.
Yeah, imposing his will. Embiid sending a message with that rejection.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Cunningham, clock at 4, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Now, since we have this break, here are the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. In third, the 76ers.
It seemed like almost every time they forced an error, they converted on it. Not just winning turnovers, but taking them to the bank.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Thompson scanning the floor. Shot clock at 6. Banked it in off the glass. Thompson's got his second basket on the night.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Grimes, the pass to Embiid. Pass to Grimes. Back to Embiid. And Cunningham pulls it down. Detroit leading by 3. Cade Cunningham has faced his share of challenges in his career, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, the injuries, the discouraging losses, but he's remained steadfast through it all. He's a committed and mentally tough player.
Believes in his game and now wants a team around him that can fulfill that need. Stay on the top pick in the 2021 draft, Cade Cunningham. He's made major strides the last couple of years, but what have you seen from him?
Well, he's a big guard who can both score and create shots for his teammates. I think this guy is a winner.
Beasley's checked in for Thompson. Now here's George. 23 points for him last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And not just exerting himself scoring the ball, also showing energy on defense as evidenced by his 3 steals on the game.
Well, Coach, we're still very early in the NBA season. When you were coaching, what was your focus around this time?
Early in the season, Brian, really in the entire season, but especially early, you just want to try to be getting better every single night, making the corrections from one night to the next, and just keep growing as a team.
Always ready to fire. Give Harris a good pass. Tobias will get you an assist.
Isaac outside. Pass to Embiid. Over Duren. The Pistons clear it. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high percentage shots.
Well, and it's one thing to get the shots you want. It's another to make them. They've got good scorers on this team.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, the Pistons have struggled despite the improvement of their young cornerstone, Cade Cunningham. He said, quote, "This league rewards winning. People are going to say everything I'm doing is empty and meaningless until I win games. That's what I plan on doing, and once I do that, all the other stuff will come with it." Guys?
That's a great perspective to keep right there, Allie. Thank you.
The former #1 pick, Cunningham has dealt with some injuries, but when he's healthy, he's always a factor.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Maxi's got the ball here for the 76ers. They trail by 7. Pass to Isaac. To the inside. Here's George. And George with the jam.
I like when Paul looks to score inside because he's more than capable of dunking it through.
Cunningham passes to Duren. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Duren's got his second basket.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
To the middle. Bona. The shot off that time. Good D by Duran. The Pistons lead by 7. Ivy finds Cunningham. Edwards pulls it in.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Nice shot by George.
Sturdy play from George in the paint, getting by the contact and to his finish.
Here's Cunningham. Rebound by Philadelphia.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Pass to Bona. Here's George. He's got 11. And here's Maxey. Edwards, a pass to Isaac. Misses the 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Now Cunningham. Isaac covering. From the right block. Oh, rejected by Isaac.
We talk about Isaac's reach often, and they're using it to send the shot back.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
So for the Pistons, Thompson, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Hardaway comes in for Ivy. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Cade Cunningham. And so it's Detroit with it. Now Schroeder, 14 points for him last game against Miami. To the paint. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And Philadelphia making a change here. Holmes is checked in. The Sixers trailing. There's a minute 40 left in the first quarter. Tipped. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. Edwards against Hardaway. Tipped away. Pass to Bona. Here's Thompson. Some solid defense from Maxey.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
There's a minute 12 left in the first quarter here. The runner. Duran with a rebound. Duran's got 5 rebounds tonight.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
56 seconds left in the opening quarter. Now here's Edwards. He's scoreless. Maxey surveys. George for 3. They grab their own miss. Great positioning on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Holmes against Schroeder. Driving inside. Good.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
76ers trail by 4. Here's Maxey. Thompson with the block.
What you love about Thompson is his versatility at both ends of the floor. He's even able to block shots like that.
Hardaway with it. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Detroit shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. That one's good from Hardaway. And that's good as he hits both shots. And here is Maxey. Shoots over Schroeder. And so it's Detroit with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be back in a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Detroit?
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
Well, I've also really loved watching them connect from the in-between area. I mean, they're finding ways to do damage consistently from there.
And for the Pistons, they've got Tim Hardaway. Malik Beasley is out there with Asar Thompson. Then it's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Bassie in at the center position. Now here's Thompson. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Heat in Miami.
And how about the rebounding, too? He was just all over the glass, and the other team had no answer for how to contain him.
Here's McCain. 8 points in his last time out. Embiid, a screen on Hardaway. Pass to Embiid. And stolen by Beasley. 3 on 3. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, Parker.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. And Embiid gets the double team. Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by Beasley. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And there's the lob. Boy, left it right in the sweet spot with the lob. Nicely done. And now a 9-point Detroit lead.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked. And Embiid gets the double team. Got a piece of it. They recover it. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. That one on Thompson.
He can be such a physical force. It's so hard to keep Embiid from getting to the free throw line.
He hits the second from the line. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Okay, let's fire up the 2K leaderboard. Last year, you really had to protect the ball against these teams. The 76ers, #1.
The steals numbers only tell part of the story. This was a team that made trouble for every opponent with their incredible effort on the defensive end.
Here's Hardaway. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. And the Pistons lead by 10.
The midi went down easy for Hardaway Jr.
Here's McCain, covered by Schroeder, and it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Holland, he's checked in for Thompson. And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Holland, plenty of space, and there's another one for the Pistons.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Defended by Hardaway. Embiid, a screen on Hardaway. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
No good on the free throw. And the NBA has regular season games outside the U.S., all over the world. How important is that, Grant?
It's so important, B.A. I mean, basketball has become a global sport. And just look at the recent MVPs. They're mostly international players. So playing games in those countries has helped the game grow all over the world.
Now here's Beasley. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Miami. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Schroeder, tightly guarded. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in the game. Defended by Hardaway. Pass to Embiid. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. The three, and the three-pointer goes.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Outside Schroeder. Hardaway from outside. And no good. 76ers trail by 5. Covered by Schroeder. Oh, wow! Embiid, so strong.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
Pass to Beasley. Down low. Here's Stewart. And Embiid with the block. Oh, it's stolen. Here's Schroeder. Now here's Hardaway. To the inside. Stewart. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Joel Embiid.
Good to see Stewart play it.
And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is under review.
Be a gray area in a lot of these calls, but at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And it's a completely new group for the 76ers. A big group substitution here for Detroit. Duren, he's checked in for Bassey. Tobias Harris comes in for Beasley. Ivy's checked in for Hardaway. And Cunningham subbed in for Schroeder.
A 2020 first-round pick. Isaiah Stewart is a load at 6'8", 250. Is very intense. He's a guy you want on your side.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Cade Cunningham has really been improving from distance. He said early in his career he was playing a lot of minutes and stepping back to the NBA three-point line, he just didn't have enough legs in his shot. After his shin surgery, he redefined his form and strengthened his legs. Brian, he said it helped a lot.
That could be a silver lining of all that time off, Allie. Edwards against Ivy. Pass to Maxey. Here's George. Again, the Sixers score.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
Duren, the pass to Cunningham. Rebound by the 76ers.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Deflected.
Great recognition from Stewart. I like seeing him use his length and size to make an impact on defense.
Harris finds Cunningham. Ivy outside. Over Edwards. Ivy's shot is off. 76ers trail by 3. George outside. Over Harris. George with another miss.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss. And his shot just hasn't been there in this one. Luckily, his team has been able to make up the difference.
Good D by Duren. Detroit leading by 3. Ivy up top, guarded by Edwards. Baseline jumper. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Well, I like the mid-range shot from Ivy. That's a key for him in his development.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Isaac with a screen on Cunningham. Here's Maxey. Gets it to go. 3 makes, 9 attempts.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. The Pistons making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. All right, now let's have a look at who was really dominating the boards last season. Number 5 is Jalen Duren.
Simply put, he was terrific down low last year, owning the glass.
Harris passes to Thompson. Back to Harris. Thompson, a screen on Isaac. Harris down low. Maxey covering. Just 2 to shoot. 13 feet out. Harris's shot is good. Harris has got 8.
Nothing the defense can do. Harris is just a special player, capable of beating you from all 3 levels. They're working the outside game more than they did in the first quarter. The balanced approach seems to be paying off.
He's made 2 of his 3 attempts tonight. And the Pistons with possession here. They've led by as much as 10. 50 seconds left in the second. Here's Ivy. It's tipped. To the middle. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Harris is doubled. Ivy outside. Pass to Thompson. Back to Ivy. 4-3. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. 5 points in the game.
Hot off the pass, Ivy has a shot up. No time to waste when you've got a pro-level defense coming at you.
It'll be his 4th time going to the line in this game. He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Pass to Duren. 4 seconds left. That one doesn't drop.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Pistons ahead, up 2. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
For the East, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
After a while, some guys get comfortable. Now Giannis, he continues to work hard, adding layers to his game.
Yeah, with his success, it fueled his will to win, Shaq, rather than diminishing it.
And a look back now at the first half, as the Sixers have a tight game on their hands.
I like their approach on the boards. Get in there, establish position. Aggressively go after the ball, Ernie.
If they come out on top.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Paul George has been sensational.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Jonathan Isaac is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Paul George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. George, right side. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Harris. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Well, hauling in that board, Thompson giving his guys second chance opportunities.
Pass to Embiid. The rebound by Detroit. Duren's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And it's 6-10. Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
There's Cunningham with a 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game.
Measuring that corner triple very well. I like seeing Cunningham bury these types of shots.
To the paint. Duren with a steal. It's 2-on-1. And here's Ivy from the arc. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
And at the offensive end, George persistent and consistent.
Here's Cunningham. Rejected by George. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
Right around a minute and a half played in the 3rd quarter. Here's Harris. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
That is what they want from Duren. Spike it, young fella.
Here's Maxey. Here's Isaac. George, right side. Pass to Embiid. Tries yet again for 3. Maxey. Cunningham with some nice D.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Ivy finds Cunningham. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, this is certainly not the game he was hoping for offensively, but they've been able to find points as a team even without his contributions.
Yeah, such a skilled scorer. When George is looking to attack, it puts pressure on the D.
And the first one at the line is good. Stan, you've coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have the guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure.
And the 76ers making a change here. And here we have last season's best free throw shooting teams. Second, the 76ers.
Well, as a coach, it's a relief knowing free throws are almost automatic for your guys.
Here's Cunningham. He's got 6. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Oh, man. Cunningham making it look easy.
76ers trail by 7. Pass to Bona. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line, a chance at a 3-point play.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
That's good from George.
You're not going to find many better two-way players than George. He gets after it at both ends every night.
Cunningham looking it over. Edwards against Harris. Pass to Duren. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Pistons need to get one up quick. And it's Cunningham missing. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. 4-point game. Their next game playing at home as the Grizzlies come to town. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Here's Bona. And he slams it in one-handed.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that going to get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
And here's Ivy from the arc. Rebound by Philadelphia. Lorna's got rebound number 8 now.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's foul number 2 for him.
A great job to establish position and square up.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Isaac, he's checked in for the Sixers. Now Cunningham. He's got 6. Ivy finds Cunningham. Back to Ivy. Harris on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Let's go with a 3. And it's Bona with a rebound.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Edwards, no good. Detroit has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
And the 76ers making a change here. Maxi's checked in. Oh, there's the alley. Intercepted. It's Edwards on the wing. He's watched by Cunningham. And the dunk by Isaac.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
Inside, here's Duran. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Philadelphia's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Edwards. Just 4 to shoot. And the layup is good off the glass. Edwards has got his second bucket of the night.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Cunningham against Edwards. Cunningham, left side. The teardrop. Ooh, difficult shot for Cunningham in tight.
Well, with the size that Cunningham has, he is a real handful inside.
Knocked loose. Thompson with a steal. There's the block. And they'll get another chance. And stolen by Edwards. For 3, Maxey. Here's Isaac. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
Well, their shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
You also can't ignore the good job they've done rebounding on the offensive end tonight. That hustle has been well rewarded with second chance points. And Jalen is just taking over in this one. This is how lethal of a player he can be.
Maxey against Ivy. Pass to Isaac. Here's Edwards. Detroit with a rebound. Bona. They shoot again. The shot comes out. Good D by Duran. Detroit has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Cunningham finds Harris. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
And Detroit making a change here. Fontecchio's checked in for Tobias Harris. Beasley comes in for Thompson. Hardaway's checked in for Ivy. And it's Schroeder in for Kate Cunningham. Embiid a screen on Schroeder. Here's McCain. Up and in on the layup. McCain's got 5.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Schroeder passes to Fontecchio. To the inside. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And that one good. He has 6.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Schroeder finds Beasley. Duran, pass to Fontecchio. No good on the triple. Philadelphia's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Screen by Embiid. Down low. No stopping Joel Embiid. Wow.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
There's 37 seconds left in the third. Outside Schroeder, 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Jacks up a 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's McCain. Back to Embiid. Shoots over Duran. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Philadelphia on top, up by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Setting the floor for the Pistons. Tim Hardaway is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Holland. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Bassey in at the center position, locking down the middle. Embiid a screen on Hardaway. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his second.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Detroit?
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Both shots good from the stripe. And Schroeder has got the ball here for the Detroit Pistons. Pass to Hardaway. There's the triple. Another 3 for Detroit.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
Second team foul.
And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Right side Schroeder. The shot from the low post is good.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
And Embiid throws it down.
And there's the process at work. Embiid rolls off the pick and right into scoring position.
Schroeder passes to Hardaway. There's a screen to the middle. The Pistons rebound. Here's Beasley. And that one drops. And the Pistons lead by 2.
They have hit the boards hard this half. Those second chance points are mounting up.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Paul George, he's checked in for Grimes. Detroit has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the 4th. Right side Schroeder. Pass to Holland. Hardaway on the wing. 5 on the clock. Oh my! Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
You can't be overzealous trying to stop Hardaway Jr. because this is what will get you in trouble.
Houston, he's checked in for the Pistons. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team: how bad do you want it? Right now, this is all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And the second free throw is good.
And with Hardaway, he has no fear on the court. To him, there's no defender he can't take on, no shot he can't make.
And he makes all 3.
And really strong at the line since the break.
So it's Philadelphia now, trailing by 2. Here's McCain, covered by Schroeder. Pass to George. 3-pointer off the mark.
Well, and after making just 1 triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Schroeder passes to Beasley. Here's Bassi. Fires the 3. Paul George pulls it in. Clock at 6. It counts! And the foul! It's on Malik Beasley.
And just not letting the tough defense stifle him. I mean, George gets the shot he wants. Hustle pays dividends, I'll tell you. And when it's getting you to the line like that, whew, man, what a night.
And Detroit making a change here. Cunningham's checked in. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th now. Outside Schroeder. Pass to Beasley. Cunningham outside. For 3. Stretching out the D. Cunningham.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the 4th. George outside. To the paint. And that one's good. Kona.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Pistons. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Paul George.
Yeah, there you see Cunningham's willingness to take contact, to battle for his shot inside.
First free throw is good. Maxey, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And the Pistons will go for a different look here. Duran, he's checked in for Bassi. Tobias Harris comes in for Beasley. Thompson, he's checked in for Hardaway. And Ivy subbed in for Schroeder.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
Now here's George. Pass to McCain. And stolen by Cunningham. 13 feet out. He gets it in there. Cunningham's got 7 points for the quarter.
Not an easy shot at all. Cunningham seems to have it early on in his NBA career.
Ivy against Maxey. Drives to the hoop. and makes it with the kiss.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Cunningham passes to Harris. On the wing, Ivy. Oh, George with a steal. Here's Maxey. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
And Maxey is especially dangerous in these situations. When he has room to run, good luck stopping him.
Ivy outside. Pass to Harris. 6 to shoot. Shoots. And it's Bona with a rebound. Bona's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And the 76ers will have a different look here. And that one falls. That puts them up 1 point in the game now. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Detroit has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Duran, the pass to Thompson. Kicks it out to Cunningham. And again, the Pistons missing. The 76ers have gotten almost all of their shots to fall in the fourth. 6 of 7. Pass to Embiid. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Yeah, one of the most well-rounded players in the game. Embiid is also a top-notch trash talker, too. I mean, he knows how to get under the skin of his opponents.
And Embiid drops them both. Detroit with the ball. 4-point game. Ivy outside. Pass to Harris to win the run. Oh, right between the eyes. All net that time.
What a play by Harris. When he's called upon by his squad, he rises to the occasion.
Here's Grimes. Ivy defends. Maxey against Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Harris.
And just a very well-built guard. You know, Maxey is so hard to slow down around the rim.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on the second free throw. Pistons trail by 3. Cunningham passes to Ivy. Thompson, a screen on Maxey. Here's Ivy. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Embiid's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Maxey against Cunningham. Here's Embiid. Offensive board.
And the moment Embiid gets the ball anywhere near the hoop, it's over. Too strong to stop without fouling.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. The 76ers making a switch here. Isaac's checked in. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
Here's Cunningham. Rebound by Philadelphia. George with it. Driving in. For three, Maxey. The rebound by Detroit. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Harris outside. Thompson finds Duren. Ivy outside. From the arc. They get it again. Harris passes to Ivy. Here's Thompson. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Harris against Maxey. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Sometimes the D likes to get physical with Maxey, but he has no back down in him.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. .52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pulls up at the elbow. Here's Duren. He connects! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
What an injection of energy from Duren. Working hard to find points for his team.
Here's Isaac, and the dunk by Isaac.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, the defender's a little bit out of position, but that's what Cunningham will do to you. He works every angle.
Taking 2 shots.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Maxey passes to George. Clock at 6. It's George on the wing. Nails it from beyond the arc. And now it's a 10-point 76ers lead.
And great range is a big part of why George is a high-level scorer.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
PG, congratulations on the victory. How important was it for you to kick off this homestand with the win?
It was really important. It was really important for us to come back home. And
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.